Hi guys, I'm Kim and today we're going to be doing a review on Return of the Living Deadpool. Now this is a little bit of an older series, mostly because I have just received my box from England, so I now have all my single issues and half my possessions back within my grasp, so I'm so excited to have it here, which means next week I will be doing a 2016 comic book haul of all of my comic books, so make sure you keep tuned or subscribe to this channel to see that video. Now since the latest Deadpool movie has come out and everyone is obsessed with it because it's so good, a lot of people are wanting to jump on some sort of Deadpool comic but not put in a huge amount of commitment. So smaller issues like this are probably a really good idea for people to jump on, especially if you A, love Deadpool and B, love zombies. This is the perfect series for you. So this series is a sequel to Night of the Living Deadpool, which was a 4-issue miniseries. This one is Return of the Living Deadpool, which is also a 4-issue miniseries. So you don't necessarily have to have read the first series to read this one, because they do kind of explain everything in this series for you, so you can just jump on and pick up the 4 issues. So just a mini recap, in Night of the Living Deadpool, Deadpool basically woke up in a zombie apocalypse. It was already happening, and towards the end of the comic he sort of sacrificed himself to the zombies. The zombies ate him and they turned into Deadpool clones. Therefore he thought he was fixing humanity and stopping the zombie apocalypse. So in this series, Return of the Living Deadpool, obviously that idea has gone completely to crap, and there's a whole lot of things happening. We've got the Deadpool clones, we've still got zombies, and then we've got the humans that have also survived the zombie apocalypse. Now creating these Deadpool clones was supposed to save humanity and be the heroes of the world, but because Deadpool is so incredibly insane, of course they were never going to have some sort of order within a huge amount of Deadpool clones. That was just not going to happen. So I'm really glad that this issue was kind of true to Deadpool's personality. There is no way that a million Deadpools could save the world. That's just, when they all come together, you can just completely see how crazy they are. Obviously they're crazy by themselves, but putting them all together is literally like throwing an asylum into the government. Like that's not gonna work. So in this series, the Deadpool clones are kind of evil / bad, whichever way you want to look at it. So these Deadpool clones have created some sort of order in which they have a process on how to create more Deadpools and basically take over the world. The idea or process that they've gone through is they round up the humans, they turn them into zombies, and then they make more Deadpool clones. So in this world, the Deadpool clones and the zombies are just as vicious as each other. Probably the Deadpool clones are more dangerous to the humans than the zombies. So this issue starts with one particular Deadpool who has lost his memory. He has no idea what's happening and he wakes up in the middle of a zombie apocalypse again. From here we're introduced to Liz, who is basically the heroine of this comic and sort of takes Deadpool on his journey throughout the whole way. Liz is a female teenage ass-kicking zombie fighter who is on a quest to save her family, who have been taken hostage by some Deadpool clones who are then deciding to turn them into zombies and then into more Deadpools. But unfortunately they all get captured and taken to what Deadpool calls Deadpoolopolis, which is a giant city full of all the Deadpools. Now while they're in this city, Deadpool sort of starts to remember what had happened in his life, and he was basically the hero Deadpool that broke away from these crazy Deadpool clones that have been rounding up humans, turning them into zombies, and then more pools. He decided he didn't want to be a part of that, so he left the clan and completely lost his memory. So after this realization, they all are finally able to escape, and Deadpool is taken back to this Deadpool-free human zone. Deadpool then finds out, which is similar to the ending in the first comic, that if he goes into this machine, he can then save the human race again. So once he goes into this machine and back out again, he starts to slowly degenerate. And I think at this point, this is probably my favorite part of the comic, he leaves the Deadpool-free zone and goes to his Deadpoolopolis and literally vomits on all the pools and they disintegrate. He vomits on them. That is how he stops the pools. He vomits on them and they disintegrate. I have to say I did not see that coming, and it was in very Deadpool fashion that this was done. So from here, almost all the Deadpool clones have been wiped out from our one hero Deadpool in this comic, but Liz decides to take it upon herself to go and kill the rest of the Deadpools. So in the ending scene, she suits up in the Deadpool costume and goes out to fight the world. To me, this comic was really fun. I found it a lot of fun, just like the first first one. In fact, I'm not quite sure if I prefer the first series or the second series. I think they're both very much on par for me. You've got your Deadpool humor, you've got the Deadpool gore, and all the crazy storylines that come out of just being in Deadpool's world. So I think this comic is absolutely perfect for someone that is A, obsessed with zombies and wants to read a tiny bit more about Deadpool, but doesn't want a huge amount of commitment by jumping on like the Deadpool current running series, or you don't want to pick up volumes and volumes and volumes of like Deadpool and Cable or such. Something like this is a fun little comic that is basically about the Deadpool that you know. The Deadpool in the movie is the Deadpool that you might know. So something like this is quite a fun read, and it's nice to just go further into the Deadpool world in something a little bit different. Something that's not completely about other characters in the Marvel Universe, but something that's just mostly just about Deadpool. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this review. If you have read The Return of the Living Deadpool before, you can leave a comment below about what you thought about the series. You can either buy this in 4 single issues or you can get the trade paperback as well. My name's Kim and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.